everybody, my name's Jay and welcome back to another Kerbal Space Program video, and today I am actually playing on PC and I've finally got myself some mods. Now I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really got a clue how to play this game, but I'm gonna give it my best try, alright? And I've kind of figured out some of the buttons, and even to the point where I've built this little rocket here, which we're just gonna talk about in a minute. But yeah, I've learned enough to know kind of some of the buttons, but I don't know all of them, so this could get a little messy. Anyway, as for the rocket right here, as you can see, we have a very SLS style build in the solid boosters here, which are going to take us up and give us thrust, and then this main booster here is going to take us into orbit itself. Now in here is another engine, and that's going to all detach, and then that will take us from Earth to the moon, and this will also detach as this is holding my rover. In fact, let's quickly just destage a couple of things just so we can have a look at what we're working with, shall we? Where's this? There we go. We'll deploy that. And we'll deploy that. Yeah, this is what we're working with right now. And as you can see, we got the rover, we've got a nice lander staged, and yeah, it's just all good. It's all good. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into our launch. There we go, there we go. There goes those solid boosters. Oops, I can't talk. And now we are going to keep the main boosters off pretty much until the solid boosters detach. Now as you can see, I have got quite a few mods installed. I am using the same mods that Matt Lone uses, I do believe his name is. He's a pretty big KSP YouTuber. You've probably heard of him if you're watching this video. But yeah, I'm using the same mod packs as what he's using because they're clearly good, otherwise he wouldn't be using them. But outside of that, everything else is stock. My entire rocket, this is all stock stuff. This is no add-on. Well, there's add-ons actually. I've got the Breaking Grounds and Making History expansion packs. But there's no mods is what I mean by add-ons. We'll make our incline to the east now. My PC also isn't amazing, but it's not bad. It's not a bad PC. But it's still a good PC. There you go, we'll get rid of those. That's our first stage gone. And now we just need to worry about getting ourselves up into orbit. And we'll hit our burn around about here. Here seems like a good place to burn. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, things are definitely visually a lot better. And I am honestly so far loving it on PC. I'm not loving so much how confusing it is for the buttons. There's so many buttons I have to press. But yeah, for the most part I do love it. Now it's time for us to make our way to the moon, so we'll add our maneuver around about here, and whoa. Alright, it needs to be further this way. There we go. Now that will put us... Yeah, that's more like it, that's more like it. That's not for another 12 minutes though, so I suppose we can fast forward time just a little bit. There we go. Let our rocket get itself into place. I unironically designed this to look like a missile. I didn't mean to, but yeah. At least we know now if it explodes. It fulfilled its purpose at this stage. It's kind of crazy, it actually looks exactly like a bazooka. Looks like I whipped it straight out of Fortnite. And there we go. How close does that put us? That puts us at 11,000 meters, just as we wanted. So what we'll do is we'll add a maneuver around about, I say add a maneuver, we'll actually warp all the way over there, say goodbye to Earth once and for all. Just look at it, it looks so much better now with all these visual enhancements. Everything looks so much better. Look at space, I'm pretty sure this is actually real space. Like, yeah, look at that, that's the Orion's belt, and that's the Orion's nebula. And look, there's the Pleiades, and there's Andromeda. Speaking of all those things, I do actually have a second channel where I do have a telescope and I look up into the real space and take pictures and show you guys, and it's all really epic. It's called Cosmic J, it's up on the screen right now if you're really interested in seeing it. And I would of course appreciate a follow, so if you are interested in some more space stuff and you want to come follow me along with what I'm doing, then go give me a follow on there. Of course I do run both channels completely by myself, so it does get a little bit hard to balance out everything that I'm doing all the time. But for the most part we have a pretty good balance on uploading there and then uploading here. Sometimes I can be a bit sloppy and I can leave it just a little bit too long sometimes before, well, I forgot to do that before doing my next upload, but yeah, for the most part we do pretty good. Right, we will extend our solar panels. Extend, now we will also extend this antenna here, and we will extend this antenna here. And I'm also going to create a save right here called just orb, because I'm in orbit with the moon, or getting into orbit I should say. But yeah, now we got to skip over to our maneuver node, so let's quickly do that, because otherwise we'll be here for a whole 14 minutes. Oh. My PC can't handle the moon too well, it's all good, it's got it, it can do it, I believe in it. Alright, we gotta start our burn at 16 seconds. Like right there, yeah. Like halfway through 16 seconds, because it was 15.5 seconds I needed to burn it. That thing's gonna head right back to Earth, so bye bye to that I guess. And we are gonna make our burn and hopefully put us into a really nice orbit with the moon. Alright, that's a little bit low, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll prograde. Right, now what we will do here is we will of course control from here. And we will also extend our solar panels, as we might need power when we detach. Hopefully not. Detach, decouple. Right, our throttle is working. Great, now we'll just get to the bright side of the moon real quick. There we go. And we've lost control of our throttle. I don't quite understand. Anyway, I guess we'll just deorbit ourselves. We'll let it get down just a little further. There you go, we'll put our boosters on around about here. Hopefully this will be enough to slow us down for when we actually get all the way down. I don't think it will. I think I just messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. Well, it served its purpose. Now this can just jet away wherever it pleases. We'll slow ourselves down all the way now to preferably somewhere where we can proper dance on the throttle. That's why you can hear my keys mashing right now, because my control and shift controls, for whatever reason, just don't work right now. They worked on the other rocket bit, but not for this lander, so we'll let it speed to the floor a little bit more. We got plenty of thrust to slow it down. Alright, too much. Right, let's now detach it. There it is. Oh, and now we're able all of a sudden to control it for some reason. So we could have had a nice safe landing, but nah. Nice. Yeah, I just lost all control and there it goes. Alright, and here we have it, folks. Our lander is officially, well, I say our lander, our rover is officially on the moon. And if I'm honest with you, a lot of the stuff on here is pretty useless. But you can do stuff like observe the mystery girl. It seems to be less dense on the moon. You can keep that experiment. Look at that, all the mystery goo in there. That's a experiment storage unit. I don't know what this does. Gravity, you can check that. it does a lot of stuff, alright, and if we brake, very carefully brake right now. No target within range. What? Is this just useless then? I think it might just be useless. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Well, I guess that was our rover. I don't think we can do much about this now. Probably not the best position to be in, but oh well, we tried. Anyways, that was now only part of our mission, as we now have to get Jeb and Bob all the way back home. And as you can see, they've just got a pretty good view of the moon right now in their little capsule, and nothing else really going on. It's just Jeb and Bob. Anyways, we are just over a minute away from our burn. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to speed things up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And there is our burn point at 14 seconds, T minus 14. Should say. Now hopefully with just a little bit of luck, this is going to send us straight back to Earth. There we go. And just like that, we are now comfortably heading back to Earth. So we can now detach from that. I don't know, I don't think there's any control to that, so that's just, I don't know what's going to happen to that. To be honest with you. It's either going to end up back on Earth or it's going to crash down into the moon. By the looks of it, it's crashing down into the moon. I'd like to stick around just to see what happens. Nah. Nah, that's not going to crash into the moon, is it? No. We still got a little bit of distance before we make it to our atmosphere, so I'll speed up time just a little bit. Alright, here we are now, just making a break into our atmosphere. Which in turn also gives us a chance to show off the final mod that I installed, the Firefly mod, which basically makes your re-entry look absolutely spectacular, as you can see. Now, I'm not sure if Matt Lone actually had this one installed, so maybe I might just have a one up there. Okay, and we're officially slowing down back into our atmosphere. And there goes the first lot of chutes. I suppose we can just speed things up now from here on out, because we are just going to be descending. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially, boom, touchdown. But I'm not going to lie, I actually see something over there that really interests me, so we're going to quickly just hop on out. Yeah, we're going to take Jeb for a nice little walk. Oh, clearly he knows it's safe already. To wherever that thing was. Where was it? It's over here. Whoa. Whoa, what kind of camera angle is this? Wow. Look at that. The only tree known to Kerbal history. Here it is. Here is the great tree. The only tree known to Kerbal kind. They cut all the rest of them down to build rockets. And here Jeb is, at the very last one. Okay, well that's just about it from me for now, so I will catch you all in the next video, and of course in the next one we're going to be flipping this rover back over and creating some sort of like recovery mission for it. And also, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, then I would really appreciate it, as it really truly does help me out. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and bye for now.